guys, it's Megan with Vigilante Vibes, and today I'm going to break down episodes 6, 7, and 8 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and give my review. I have to say, I think some of these episodes were the strongest of all that we've been given, really. And I'm still exhausted from them dropping 3 episodes at a time because it's so much to take in. But what can you do? So starting off, Lonnie is put on academic probation due to all his time spent with the 110th. And I think we all saw that coming. It was such a quick switch because, like last week, he was the star football player. I don't understand sports. He was like the star football player. He was the big man on campus, and now he's on academic probation, which that tends to be what happens. He also does not show up to class, so he is Peter's partner, and Peter actually gets paired with Pearl as her new science partner, and Pearl is pissed about Lonnie, and that is understandable. So, moving on, Peter tries to bond with Harry and Nico at his apartment. It is super, super awkward, and I didn't like being in the room. It felt weird, but I get it. He wants his friend and his other friend. He's friends with both, so why wouldn't they be friends with each other? But I feel like that never actually works out the way you think it is. Attending a charity event for the Avengers Relief Fund, Norman Osborn meets with Secretary Ross, offering government contracts and security upgrades in exchange for turning a blind eye to Spider-Man. That was something, I will say. Something to point out, at the charity gala, Eleanor Bishop was there, Kate Bishop's mom. Osborn and Oliver Kingsworth are thanked for their help with the Lagos recovery. That's the first town destroyed in Age of Ultron. So I thought that was kind of cool. Getting an alert at the charity event, Norman has Peter check on the security breach at Oscorp, leaving Harry and Nico in their awkwardness. Spider-Man finds Daredevil at Norman's computer. Fighting on the roof, Daredevil tells Peter that Osborn is hiding something, which I think we all it comes with the character, you know? Harry accidentally reveals Peter's secret after Nico claims they tell each other everything. So, there was no winning in this situation. There just wasn't. He thought she knew. She thought she knew everything. Peter, you wanted them to be friends, so now they're really close friends. In the aftermath of Spider-Man's encounter with Daredevil, Norman reveals his history with Otto Octavius, who stole Oscorp projects and took them underground for his own recognition. Norman believes Daredevil was hired by Otto. At least that's what he tells Spider-Man. But, Daredevil doesn't really get hired by people like that, you know? Come on. Nico knows Peter is Spider-Man, and Peter now knows that Nico knows he's Spider-Man, and she is upset that he did not tell her. Which, I would be too. That's fair. Moving on, the Scorpions find the 110 safe house. Mac McGarren is given a brand new suit of armor from Otto. I liked it. I thought it was great. I thought the look for Mac looked really, really good. Norman is trying to track down Otto, and he's doing that by scanning for unique energy signatures from his tech, and Spider-Man starts tracking a gamma signature. I think we all know what gamma is, Don't need to explain that one. Harry meets with Nico to try and smooth things over. The duo eventually starts bonding and end up in a drag race with Hot Rod, which I guess that's a bonding experience. At the end of the drag race, Nico is protected by her amulet, which looks to contain some kind of magical power tied to her family history. And this is what I've been asking for. I want to get into Nico's story. I want to know more. I want to know what they're going to say about her history. I want it. I want it. Pearl comes to 110 to confront Lonnie right as Gargan attacks in his new Scorpion suit, though Spider-Man arrives soon after as well. Finally, we get to see the MCU's Mac Gargan as a true Scorpion, just like the original Marvel Comics. I loved the look. I thought it was great. Scorpion eventually gains the upper hand, overheating his armor before stabbing Spider-Man while Norman is distracted trying to locate Otto. Spider-Man says, "Oh, got him. He used all my webbing, but he's down." And Otto's like, "Perfect." Takes out his earpiece. And they think it's over, but it is not. It is not. Norman sends a glider to save a wounded Spider-Man, which looks like the glider, the Green Goblin glider. I was hyped to see it. They take Spider-Man, and he is cared for by Oscorp doctors and scientists who take his blood. And I think we got a really good He's Just a Kid drop, which is from Spider-Man 2, I think. The Sam Raimi movies. So that was cool. While in recovery, Norman says he needs Spider-Man to reach higher level. That their relationship might need to end if he can't do so. Which is like, then end it. Because Peter was doing just fine as Spider-Man before you walked in and tried to take over. And now he's stabbed. He's stabbed. That you did this. Peter suffers nightmares, and he's worried that he'll never be strong enough, which is like crazy because you're Spider-Man. Don't let Norman Osborn try to make you feel any certain way. You're an independent spider. You don't need no man. Norman sends Ross after Otto for violating the Sokovia Accords. During the raid, Otto's arms are shown attacking, but yet are not connected to Otto himself, which was interesting. Though Iron Man arrives and Octavius is arrested. Now, Iron Man arrives. I did not expect to see Iron Man show up, but I really like that he did. Something I realized on my second watch is a modified version of the Avengers theme song can be heard playing when Iron Man shows up to arrest Doc Ock. So I thought that was kind of cool. Well, Peter and Pearl are working on their science project. Lonnie shows up and reveals that the 110 is going after the Scorpions and that he wants to see things through, prompting Pearl to break up with him while Peter begs Lonnie not to go. Peter wasn't supposed to hear any of it, but our boy is nosy. So he jumps out the window, runs to Lonnie, and says, "You gotta not do this. Don't do this." I feel like we're very, very close to Lonnie realizing who Peter is. Peter talks with Norman, who tells him to stop holding back and embrace his power. With great power comes great respect. And I have never been thrown off more in my life when he said respect. It's so funny. I don't know. It just threw me off. The 110 meet with the Chameleon, who points them in the direction of Otto's gear. Last time we got anything about the Chameleon was in Kraven the Hunter, which I actually liked how they handled the Chameleon. Harry tells Peter that what Spider-Man needs to be should be up to him. Before revealing to him he had a brand new costume that was inspired by Peter's designs. We all saw the reflection. I was so pissed they ended the episode right there. So, I really liked this episode. I thought it was great. All three of the episodes. I thought number 6 was probably one of the best episodes we've gotten so far. And number 8. Number 7 was good, but like not as good as the others, I think. But I really enjoyed it. I thought they were great. I like where we're going. I also don't really know where we're going, if we're being honest, because so many things just keep happening that I don't... Usually I'm really good at assuming where things are going, but I don't know if that's just me being talented or shows just being predictable. But with Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, it is very different, and I dig it. I like it. I'm very excited to see what happens next, so make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss any of these, and keep up with me next week when I talk about the next few episodes. So, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments which episode you liked the most. Have a marvelous night.